Yoruba will say, "Me wan shele." A lot they happen for this country, Nigeria. So I stumbled upon a video on TikTok, and it's actually a terrible news, a terrible story, horrible at its best. And I don't know. People they do terrible things, especially with all these sexual escapades with married men, and uh, married women they get themselves involved in. So, well, not being able to tell you now this one. Just listen to this lady narrate this story, and then let me know what you think in the comments.
You guys, another hot gist have just landed though. Things they happen for this life, you people should wait and hear this gist. So this woman now, but she has been feeling sick for some time. She said she has been feeling sick. She took malaria medicine for over 3 weeks. The sickness was just constant. So she decided that she needs to go to the hospital and run proper tests. She went to the hospital, she ran proper tests. They told her to come back after 1 week for results. She came back after 1 week for that result, and they gave her the greatest shock of her life. Somebody was poisoning her. And they told her that this kind of poison is kind of poison that you need to be eating constantly for it to be effective. This is kind of poison that after like 1 month, 2 months, the person will just drop one day. And when they say, it was natural causes, so the person no sick, or all those kind of crazy things that I've been normally here. So this poison was slow poison, and she was confused. She was like, okay, for it to be something she's eating constantly, that means it is somebody that she knows that is cooking for her. And the only people that is to cook for her in her house is herself, her husband's younger sister, and her own younger sister that is living with them. The husband's younger sister was not living with them, but she was always in their house like 3 times a week, 5 times a week. The lady was always around, so she didn't even know who to trust anymore. But she said her 3 children, obviously they are not her suspects. Her husband was never her suspect. Like nothing in this life will make her suspect her husband, because this man is her love. This man, they are very tight, all those kind of stuff. Now this is her one true love. She never ever suspected him, but it was her sister and her husband's younger sister. These were the 2 people that she was suspecting. So now she decided to make the smartest decision any other person would think of. She decided that she would not be eating from the house again. If she's going to work, she would tell them that fasting, no, I cannot eat though. Or if she's coming back from work, she would tell them, I ate on my way back, don't worry, I'm not hungry. She decided to just do that, and 2 weeks passed. So due to the fact that she was taking so many drugs to fight the poison, and she was doing so many things to fight the poison, and the poison had not totally left her system, she was still feeling weak once. So she went to work after 2 weeks of finding out this thing one day, and she was feeling very tired and sick at work, and she decided to come back home. Coming back home, she met her husband's car in the driveway. She was like, what did this man they do for us? He didn't tell me that he's not going to work today, because she said she leaves the house before everybody. She was surprised, but she decided to just quietly use her key and enter the house to find out why her husband's car was at home. She used her key, opened the door, entered the house, and you people, she met a greater shock that she never expected she would see in this life. She met her husband on their matrimonial bed with guess who? You people should guess who. She met the husband on the bed with his sister. Bam! With his sister, his own sister. Anyways, let me explain the relationship with this so-called sister. This sister now is actually his niece. Yes, you heard me right, his niece. But when the husband's mom gave birth to him, she passed during childbirth. So his older sister that was already married, just like a few months into her marriage, her mom now went to give birth. Now gave birth to this her brother that is this woman's husband. Now passed during childbirth. So she now, due to the fact that she just got married, she now took the boy in and started training him. So 2 years into her marriage and taking care of this boy now, she now gave birth to her own daughter, who is this niece now. So due to the fact that the age gap was not too much between her husband and the lady, they now like the both of them grew up together as siblings. No uncle niece relationship, just brother and sister relationship. So they were seeing themselves totally. Everybody was seeing them as brother and sister, not uncle and niece. So she was very fucking confused. She was like, people should explain what the hell is going on. The husband now started begging her, crying that please, this is the first time, it will never happen again. This is devil, you know the drill now. But this woman now, she was just screaming, shouting. She said she now noticed that the woman was just calm. She was not doing anything. The woman, that's her husband's sister, was just calm. The lady was not moving. She was just there looking at them, eyeing the husband, eyeing the woman. Then the man was not begging that please, honey, forgive me, it's not happen again. That's when the lady flared up. She was like, what do you mean by this is the first time? She now turned to the man. She was like, this is not the first time. And guess what? Her husband is now 45 years old and the woman is 43 years old. So do the maths. Now, with this thing I'm about to say, do the maths. She was not like, what do you mean by this is the first time? This is not the first time. We have been doing this thing since I was 14 years old and he was 16 years old. Do mathematics by yourself. Jesus! They have been sleeping together since when that lady was 14 years old and the guy was 16 years old. He was the one that took her virginity. In fact, they took each other's virginity. And they've been doing that thing since that time. Even before he got married, even before they've been to they don't take panashuka according to one girl in this TikTok. They've been doing that thing since that time. Oh my goodness. And the lady was like, yes, that she's so pained. That how can the husband, because the husband was now trying to calm her down, that no, you shut up, you shut up. She said she's not going to shut up. That's when this lady now started lamenting. She was like, what do you mean? That the agreement was that none of us would get married. We were so in love with each other. You said you love me, I love you too. Next thing you came back, you said you are getting married. Next thing, this woman has given birth to children for you. I cannot believe it. Every time I come to this house, you people will be playing love in front of me. Do you think I'm not jealous? The girl was just dumbfounded. Can't be like saying her husband's side chick, they follow argue. Not like, you not even be like saying her husband's sister. Just like saying her side chick, she and her they drag her husband. You guys, so sorry your call interrupted. She said this is how her husband's sister was downstairs shouting that please, that they should leave her alone, that she's going to say the truth now, that do they think that she's not creating a happy family, that she will come here, then they are happy, they are living their life, that she and this man, they decided that they will never ever get married, that he brainwashed her when she was just 14 years old, slept with her, and they've been having sex since that time, and that she has not even found it in her heart to fall in love with any other person, that how can the man do this kind of thing to her, that he even used to tell her that if not because of society pressure, that he would have never married the wife said, that because society pressured him, that he's of age, he should get married, and that if not because of society, that he would have married his sister. He kept on telling this that he would have married her too, that they will live happily, that if not because of society, that society will not accept such. So this is when he clicked on the wife's head. The wife was not like, wait, is that why two of you have been poisoning me? Is that why two of you have been poisoning me? But guess what? The husband looked shocked. He was as shocked as her when she mentioned that poison. The man was like, poison you, care? That is when the sister now turned and she was like, yes, I have been poisoning you. The husband did not even know that his sister was poisoning his wife. She now thought, she was like, yes, that's how I have been poisoning you. I want to get you out of the way. My plan is that, she now told them her plan. She said that the plan was that she was going to poison this woman slowly. Then one day the woman would just drop. Then she will find a way to convince her brother not to marry any other wife. And he told them continue their secret life as lovers. That was her plan all along. Or more, even the husband was confused. The man was like, what the hell is going on? He had no idea that his sister had, that was his sister's plan all along, that his sister was poisoning his wife. He had no freaking idea. Or more, this was when the lady totally lost it. She carried her phone. She said she's going to call their father. That is the man's brother-in-law. That is also a father to him now. He says he's going to call the father. He's going to tell them what's going to tell the man what these children have been doing. This or that, this or. Oh, more, that is when the lady turned and said, there is no point because he already knows that when I was telling you I've made so much sacrifice, you think it's only the countless abortions I've done. That this one is part of the biggest sacrifice I made. That when she was 17 years old and the man was 19 years old, that their father walked in on them having sex. And this man now, the both of them, they started begging that please, daddy, don't tell anybody, that he will not do it again. And that the man was like, if you don't want me to tell anybody, you will start sleeping with me. You guys, her dad threatened her with that news all her life, until date was still threatening her, and that she has also been sleeping with her father. She has also been sleeping with her father, not just to protect her own image, but to also protect this her brother's image, and that at the end of the day, he still had the mind to marry another woman, give her to other children, and that she's fed up with it already, and that's why she decided to slowly poison the woman, while the woman died, and they now continue living their life as lovers secretly. Oh, things are happening in this life.
So that was the story. Now let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.